Here comes JavaScript. The solution to the reload everything problem didn't come from a new backend language. It came from something hiding in every browser since the 90s. Something originally created in 10 days and used mostly for animations and annoying pop-ups. It's JavaScript. It was built to run directly inside the browser, manipulate web pages in real time, respond instantly to user actions, communicate with servers in the background, and update specific UI parts without forcing a full reload. So if HTML is structure and CSS is style, JavaScript is what turns a static page into an interactive application. Every browser ships with a JavaScript engine. There's V8 in Chrome, SpiderMonkey in Firefox, or JavaScript Core in Safari. These engines parse the code, compile it to the machine instructions, and run it through a single-threaded event loop. This architecture makes JavaScript fast and responsive inside the browser. So how exactly did this fix the reload problem? Well, early on, JavaScript handled small tasks like form validation, button clicks, and tiny UI tweaks. But a couple of smart developers noticed something important. JavaScript runs exactly where the UI lives, inside the web page. So they asked a simple question. What if JavaScript could intercept clicks before the browser reloads the whole page? That question changed the web forever. Browsers began exposing APIs like OG XML HTTP request or the current fetch request that allowed asynchronous communication with servers. These APIs let JavaScript request only data, not full HTML pages. When JavaScript received that data, it updated the DOM, the browser's live tree of UI elements. The page stayed loaded the entire time. So the new pattern looked something like this. User clicks, JavaScript intercepts, sends background request, server returns JSON, JavaScript receives it, updates only the affected DOM nodes, and the page stays loaded. This was the beginning of a more interactive web. And JavaScript does a lot. And teaching all of it in this crash course would turn it into a full-blown documentary. But once JavaScript could update the page without reloads, developers realized something even bigger. If JavaScript can control parts of the UI, why not let it control the entire application? And that triggered the real front-end revolution. First came Ajax, which allowed JavaScript to fetch data in background and update UI without reloading. And then came jQuery, which made this process simpler with less code. But as apps grew more complex, manually managing the DOM became unscalable. This pushed developers toward component-based frameworks, leading to modern solutions like React, the R in the PERN stack. But React didn't appear out of thin air. It required modern JavaScript features, bundlers, transpilers, build pipelines, and all the tooling that powers today's front-end ecosystem. And while the front-end world was evolving slowly, something else was brewing behind the scenes. Something huge. Something that would completely reshape back-end development, influence the front-end world as well, and combine both of them into full-stack JavaScript.